All right. Hopefully I didn't fuck this up. So we got some new audio settings, friends. There was a complaint last week that the music made it unhearable. This week we're going to try, because this is the show that I can afford to try new things on, I'm going to try a new music thing this week. I also forgot to get everybody in the correct order for cameras, so that's it. That's all I have to say. There was a slight delay. Now, you know it's time for my eternal battle where I remind Connor Hughes he still hasn't watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But on the other hand, I know something about Connor Hughes that you don't know. In the first part of the Avengers Infinity War saga, you get Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther going, "Get this man a shield!" I got Connor a gunner spot in a tank, and then I both drove and commanded him to incredible heights of victory. Yeah, the man was like 20 with a tank kill and 1 death at some point, and it only got better from there. Now, I got what is it called when they narrow your... I got tunnel vision towards the end of the night as I got more tired and I got more angry that some people were gunning me down in an ice field in the corner. And instead of moving my squad with Connor in it to a safer area, I continuously ran towards a guy with a machine gun over an open field. Understandably, not only did I die to that guy, but I died to an unrelenting artillery barrage. So I showed my worst side to Connor during that. But the tank part was great. We were incredible at tank combat.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah,
I don't know if you saw the clip where Eric and I took out like 4 tanks in 7 minutes, but that was... And there was a 1v2 tank battle where we killed 2 tanks at the same time.
Whoa. I didn't see that clip.
It's in Game Chat. And it's also on the Hell Let Loose Reddit because that's how good we are.
Sweet. I will check it out. Yeah, that game was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to getting back into it. You know, towards the end of the night, I was having those performance issues that...
Yeah, I remember.
But actually, then I tried it out the next morning just to let it run, and it was fine. So I don't know. I think I probably just have to close down the program and start it back up.
Which would
make a lot of sense.
Was it World of Tanks or something else?
No, Hell Let Loose is a World War II simulator for like infantry, but they added tanks, and it's
really good. It's a very slow.
I know you're
game.
thinking World of Tanks. This is not World of Tanks. The driver gets a slit this big to look out of, and the gunner can only see down the scope of the barrel, so they get to see basically a donut.
Right.
So it's the third spot that's really interesting, which is the commander spot, who gets like a periscope that they can look out of.
But then again, like
still,
the first,
you can really only see about a 70-degree angle at any one time.
Right. But then again, the first little while we were doing it, like you were pointing out the shops to me, and that worked actually pretty well. So you did really well for having that small slit.
Yes, that's because I'm amazing, and I also chose to keep us very far back so that we would have a very narrow window of engagement. We would be less active, but we would know exactly where they're coming from.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I'm generally regarded as being in the top 1% of tankers in Hell Let Loose, and I want to get to the top 1% of the 1%. I feel like there's a glass ceiling that I need to just get a hammer to and break. But it's really tough to fucking fight in a tank while moving, and that's the ceiling. I want to get that anime tank battle shit where we're moving at full speed and we still land tank shots, but that is a dream right now. It's never going to happen.
Are you saying you're trying to do it solo?
Oh no, there's no way you could tank battles.
Yeah, no way, right? Okay.
The only way to tank solo is to, again, sit way behind the lines and switch to the gunner spot and just take long-range shots.
Is that how it works?
What I'm talking about is do tanks, but never stop moving.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do mobility tank warfare where I roll behind an enemy tank and shoot them in the butt while we're turning. Like some sort of incredible maestro.
Yeah, you have to get pretty well coordinated with your like team on that kind of thing.
Should join us again, Connor.
I will. I will
absolutely slaughter.
Especially now that I hopefully, if this performance thing is licked, it's gonna be a lot easier. Like I was just
so you know, your video settings reset every time you start the game.
Okay.
So any changes you make, you'll have to make every single time.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's even weirder because I mean I was having that.
Well, they might have patched it out recently, but that was happening last time I checked.
Okay, I'll have to check that again. But I honestly think it was just a matter of I had to run it once and then turn it back off or something. Or maybe it was just the fact that in the beginning I had Akira running in the background on my computer and then just turning it off wasn't sufficient. Like maybe that like CPU space or whatever is still being occupied by the video, even if it was closed or something like of that nature. So anyway.
Cotton, I want to ask, is this Connor with an ocarina?
No,
is he holding a turtle?
No, it's his pauldron. I just didn't want to draw his body.
It's his pauldron. Oh.
Let me check
but it's
it out.
only one pauldron. That's what's confusing. Okay.
Yeah, I also didn't want to draw the other shoulder.
Give him a cape. You know, cape over the other
I
shoulder.
could have given him another cape. That's fair.
I don't know if that's a good art trick, but that's a good fashion trick that I've picked up. You may have heard, but on top of intense collection of anime waifus, I've also been doing intense collection of fashion, so that when I tell artists what to draw, I can properly communicate it.
You
Like
can
learning what an
blame-
A-frame is. That's where I'm at. That level, that is the 101 level of fashion that I'm currently at.
Were you going to blame me?
Yes, I was gonna blame you.
For what?
I also blame you, Pondo. You can't
Yeah,
blame
blame
me.
Pondo for me not finishing the body because he brought me food while I was drawing it. Yeah, it is.
I feel
We
like
all
you're
blame
passing
Pondo.
responsibility on that one.
Well, look, I could keep drawing, or I could eat twice cooked pork, and there's a
Wow. How do
clear
you
choice from
always
me.
have twice cooked pork? I don't
Because-
understand.
there's a
You
place
live
that
in
cooks twice
little
cooked
middle
pork
of
here.
nowhere.
We have pork.
Yes, that's what bothers me. I have to go like a fucking hour and a half to Philadelphia to find twice cooked pork. The Chinese
Not only is
restaurants
it
in
in
my
my
area
town-
don't offer it.
It's only a few blocks from me.
Unbelievable. This is an outrage.
The thing is, though, what you want to think about is the fact that you're creating a disincentive for him bringing you twice cooked pork.
Ooh.
You want to
yeah.
create incentives for that sort of behavior. So
Wow. This is Dad Connor talking right here.
I suppose is it.
I won't make him do the dishes.
There you go.
Wow, that's 2 minutes of his life back.
It's his least favorite chore for everything in the world.
It's 2 minutes.
Dishes. Yeah, but he hates it. It's 2 minutes he hates.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Connor, as long as
Yes.
we're talking about you, can we talk about White Ash number 6? Is that coming out this week?
Yes, I think so.
I don't. Okay, I mean you're just the artist on that. I don't know why I would have expected you to be able to confirm that for
I've
me.
just been like head down into working on Immortal and White Ash, like just getting chapter 5 out for the Kickstarter right now. So, and then today was actually my daughter's birthday, so we were doing well, it's
Fantastic.
tomorrow, but we did a birthday thing where we went to the beach and it was awesome. It was the first time she's been to the beach, and
Hey, happy
Ever?
birthday.
ever. And so she had a lot of fun, like seeing the ocean. So yeah, I just been focused on that, and so I haven't. Yeah, if it's coming out this week, I don't know off the top of my head. Chapter 6 or issue 6 rather.
I really should have set this up with you ahead of time for like
That's
a
fine.
like a 1-2 punch. But why would I think you wouldn't know when? Oh
No,
God.
yeah, that's fair. I should know. It's just offhand. I've been keeping my head down. And yeah, that's actually just been my week. So that's about as exciting as it got for me. Rob, what's going on with you?
Hi guys, I'm robSHEPart. Oh yeah, down here.
do you
Nothing
mean
new
down
this
here?
week. I moved. Oh yeah, see, I keep flipping between cameras, and I forgot that I'm up here now. So anyway, so I draw D&D creatures, critters, and commissions and that kind of stuff. I haven't done too much this week though. It's been a pretty busy week, so I don't have anything to relay, unfortunately. Cotton, over to you.
Hi, I'm Cotton. I doodle and stuff. I got Chinese food, so I'm just pretty excited about that.
Now you
That
have
is
to
pretty
draw
exciting.
Connor Hughes, but he is ahead of garlic.
True.
It's like a half food, half Connor Hughes.
Doodle and stuff.
Don't judge my intro. We can go to John now.
Wow. Pondo is
And
so
mute.
spicy today.
You
I
Pondo.
know. Maybe he's hungry.
Hi, I'm John. Sorry for me being distracted. Apparently, my store's internet is down, so we're damage controlling currently.
Fantastic. The first thing that will happen in this stream is that you'll be eaten by a mimic, so at that point, you'll be able to commit your full time.
I've already handled it in the whole you guys talking about art and stuff, so
Fantastic.
they're good. So I can pay attention to me dying.
Can't wait for the epic, outro speech for this character.
It's all right. If you die, I can fix it. Probably.
Well, so what you're saying is go out with style.
I'm saying it's still an expensive spell, so please don't. But if you need to,
I mean, unless the mimic completely like eats him, I assume like you can't like bring back body parts.
no, I cannot bring back body parts. I would have to cast another spell and then revive him.
Don't give AP ideas.
Oh, I don't think we're giving him anything fresh to work with over here.
I've already
got it.
chosen your doom for the day.
Wonderful.
He's like the Norns. He knows your fate well in advance. Why do you think he planned so far in ahead? It's just to get that sweet, sweet death scene going.
I'll tell you what. Someone on my stream sent me a article about why they think they like my shows, and it's a scientific article called Ergodic Tragedies that relates to why Chrono Trigger was so popular, because the player was invested in all of the shitty things they caused to happen throughout the timeline, and were then pushed to undo those things with more timeline stuff. So what I like to think of it is people get invested in my show because they know I'm gonna fucking destroy the players' lives and then remind them on a regular basis that they're the ones that fucked up, not me, and now they have to fix all the shit that they caused. And that's mostly Connor that I aim that towards nowadays, but it used to be everybody.
I mean, I still weep for Kaisuke Skywind.
Oh my god.
Gone way before his
Skyward.
time. Gone way before his time.
Is that the
the guy
Stars
from,
Without Numbers character who died in the spaceship along with half
first
the
episode.
crew?
Yeah.
Or TPK on episode 1.
I mean, it wasn't a total party kill, right? Like 1 or 2 people got out.
2 people, Rob and
Yeah,
it
my
was
guy
not
got
good.
Rob was out but unconscious.
I mean, alive counts
and
as
unconscious.
not TPK. Works for me. I would have taken unconscious, certainly. But trying to finish off the enemy by trying to bite down on the gun or something to try and get away from him was a bad idea, I guess.
Oh.
When we were all, handcuffed, and we decided to pick the fight with the police people. I was like, yep, we're all gonna die.
You were running from the police, so you decided to stop and let them board you. And they were like, hey, do you have anything illegal on the ship? And you were like, definitely not these 2 illegal things we have in plain view right here.
I wasn't worried until we were handcuffed and decided to pick a fight with the police that were already on our ship. I was like, well, we're gonna go to jail. Here's our break out of jail scene. I'm like, oh no, we're all gonna die.
Yeah. That's how it happened.
Mistakes were made.
The second party survived a lot longer.
Yep, still alive at last I hear.
Yeah, like 4 episodes.
I think it was longer than that. I think it went on for a while, but yeah. Escaping from the doom of man certainly was more difficult than what one would have imagined. I guess the name of the ship should have been a clear takeaway.
I mean, we're still alive on that ship. The escape is
Yes,
pending.
you are alive and being brainwashed, yes.
I mean, that's just an obstacle to be overcome.
No?
Sure, why not?
That's all I got. I continue to creep closer to finishing Final Fantasy VII-R.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough because I sit down and I'm like, all right, today's the day I'm gonna finish Final Fantasy VII-R, and then I'm like, I got 1 hour in, we're good. I'll come back next week.
You only like spending an hour out at a time?
I just can't find the time or the energy. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what? I think there's a boss fight coming up. All the signs point to it. I don't want to do like a 20-minute boss fight right now.
Right.
Because it's just going to be me casting haste on Tifa and then beating the shit out of Buddy until I hit Dolphin Flurry and then demolishing the boss and laughing like an insane person.
You're having too much fun with Sea of Thieves.
Hell let loose lately. I did do Sea of Thieves last night.
I saw your, what was that, Ashen gear?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was looking cool.
Stuff. Let me tell you something, robSHEPart. We were in the Ashen area, and I'm like, I know it's only like 10:45, but I'm so tired right now. Let's turn in all of our stuff. You know, I know we're not going to get the 5-star banner. We only have a 4-star banner, but let's turn it in. So we're halfway through turning in, and I turned in all of the shitty chests first rather than the skulls because we were trying to go for skulls. And the island starts exploding. So now our ship's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even know that a fucking turn-in island could explode. So now we're sailing away. And while we're sailing away, a skeleton ship pulls up next to us out of the ocean, and we have to start fighting him. Halfway through fighting that motherfucker, a megalodon spawns, and now we gotta fight that guy while we're getting the loot from the skeleton ship.
Sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Oh, I was
no
so
Kraken
pissed.
though?
We've never killed a skeleton ship as fast as we killed that one. We were so upset. We fucking demolished it.
Was it a galleon?
We were in a sloop, and I think it was a sloop as well.
Yeah,
it was one of the smaller ones, not the huge one. But yeah, we destroyed it. Listen, Kraken sucks balls. It's absolutely the worst event in the entire game, for sure. It's awful. We had a Kraken event once where all 4 people were pulled off the ship and tossed into the air.
Oh, sucked on up. I've only seen like one person on the crew at a time that happened to. I've never. So
All 4.
how about
It was awful.
you had 4, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. Sucked you up and took you to the bottom of the ocean.
Yep.
That Kraken's totally OP, man. Like, what is that?
Kraken is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Well, the new patch is coming out tomorrow, so.
Yeah, for dogs.
What? No.
Everyone gets a puppy.
Yeah, well, I have a fire cat, so I don't give a shit about dogs. I name my cat Amore. It's just like Amore. It sits near me and screams loudly. It's the new Gold Orders patch for doing secret cave missions in the secret tunnels.
You can have pets on that game?
Yes. All of us have pets now. At first, it was just Soundwave, and then Rad did it, so I did it, and then I did it, so Gleemo did it. Now we all have pets. You have to pay real money for them as well.
I was wondering how you get them, because I haven't seen.
Pay the money, my friend. They cost dollars.
The doubloons or that other
real money
currency.
They cost actual USD.
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Do they give away your position?
They follow you around.
Yeah.
But you can despawn them, or you can pick them up.
I see.
Yeah, in competitive PvP, most people turn their animals off. It is kind of a dead giveaway when you're hiding on someone's ship and your monkey's running around. Anything else we need to cover before we get to the mimics killing everybody? Mostly Gizmo.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Alright, time for Gizmo to die. Previously on the show, we ended right with the mimic thing, so there's really nothing else to say. We're back in the prison of Elberod King, so where we spent over half the show. even though we've only been like 10% exploration. You got something?
There's something drawing us to this place. I think, I
The
think
fact
I
that
think
it exists, apparently.
we have to take care of this. I think that's the reason why we haven't been able to really get away from it. It's just
No,
fate is drawing us to this thing.
that's not even. That's literally only in your head.
Yes, things drawing you to it like a giant sign that says "Do not enter."
That's you got it right.
Closed, do not enter, written in blood.
That's where we got to go.
You know, I think if it was just like a nice sign that says "Don't enter, we're working on remodeling," we probably would have left it alone. But the fact that it was written in blood.
Right. I mean, you're talking about a paladin here. Paladin's got to go in.
I hate when you paladins blame me. Okay, let's roll for initiative.
Did we not already do that?
We
No,
done.
we did.
No.
Suppose that's true. Gotta do that.
Well, here I was thinking that the mimics were going to absolutely demolish Gizmo and Terrel. Turns out they might still. Terrel rolled an 8, so
Well, I don't know why it's doing that. It's not applying my mod. It should actually be an 11.
okay. Maybe Gizmo will roll 7 or less.
Well, I rolled a 7, but
Did you?
I did. But my dex, right? I should still get my +2 or 3.
I don't see that you rolled yet.
I don't see it either.
Yeah.
Hold on here. What's going on? Let me see if I even see it on my list. Nope, I don't even see my roll. Let's try again then. Oh, because I didn't have my guy selected. Where am I? There we go. Come on.
So just for the audience at home,
There.
we're trying that new audio level thing. We'll see how it works.
You might live.
Both going before the mimics. That's rough. They all turn and eat Lyra while she's sitting unassumingly. Ashe
I'll take one
Heiral.
down with me.
Yes. Did I really roll the highest initiative? This has got to be a first.
Wow, yeah.
Normally, I'm terrible.
You watch as chairs, sofas, treasure chests, rugs, tables grow mouths and tongues, lashing pseudopods. Their flesh ripples as if they're no longer wood, but some sort of undulating water demon. As mimics fly into motion. What do you do? They literally fly. They all sprout wings and begin hovering. No.
I'm going to lunge for the nearest chest-like mimic and try and
Okay.
pry its stupid chest face open with my
Okay.
sword.
That's this mimic. This is the one that's eating Gizmo.
So this one?
Yes.
All right. I guess I'll move over here.
As I
then.
described last week, the chest is eating Gizmo.
Yeah, but Gizmo won initiative. So,
It's a rough life for me.
ain't gonna happen.
Oh, I'll get him. Oh, I'll get that arm.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to
Can you
attack.
imagine what society would be like without Guardians of the Galaxy existing? 1 and 2? Well, Connor, I have to tell you, their AC is so high that a 21 does hit, but just barely.
Wow, really? So
No.
I hit both attacks?
No, yes, you definitely hit both attacks.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what a mimic. I mean, it is a chest. Like,
This mimic is about to get absolutely fucking rolled.
It's gonna be a good time.
22. Yeah. You and you are shocked as what Towards you appears to be a solid wood chest with some sort of weird pseudopodic tendril sticking out of it. Begins bleeding bright purple blood. The sword slashes disappear as its flesh swoops it in, but the creature is already moving slower.
Is like when the sword cuts through the mimic, is it like hitting like as if it's wood, or is it hitting like a flesh? Like
It's hitting flesh for sure, not wood.
Okay, it feels like flesh in the blade.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, your sword cuts through it real easy.
like butter.
Not
quite.
like human fat.
You like human stuff.
Yeah. Visceral human guts. Got anything else?
No, that's it for me. Thank you very much.
Gizmo Rumplestomp.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my. Where is it? My fire attack. So the arcane firebolt.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
On the same one that Ashe did.
Okay, down here. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And then let's see if it hits.
Seems like. Confirm that it does. For
Nice.
34 critical damage.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it's
Wow.
huge. Massive.
That's like a perfect hit.
Yeah.
Good job.
And let's see. So I don't get sneak attack on that because that's sort of a spell effect. So I'm going
It
to
says it's a ranged attack. You can sneak attack on spells, I think.
Sweet. Well,
Let me
then
double
I'll
check.
do that too.
Gonna rock this mimic.
Yeah, only we got like 6 more. But yes, this
Are
mimic-
you an arcane trickster?
Yes.
Then you can sneak attack on spells.
Wait.
No,
No, I'm not an arcane trickster. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Rick Jax was.
Oh yeah, Rick Jax. Okay. All right. So, and then I'm going to disengage.
As a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay.
And my movement, 5, 10, 15, 20.
So you're going to leave poor Terrel there facing 5 mimics.
Told you I was going to survive.
I mean, there is Ashe here. Ashe. Somewhere.
We got damage coming. But better 1 down than 2 down.
Wow.
It's time for Terrel to cast Misty Step and just leave the party entirely.
There you
Why
go.
am I even here?
It's called Disbanding Step. It's a special spell he researched just for this moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Terrel, you're up.
They are not grappling me, right?
They have not attacked you yet. I
They're going
thought
to.
about just starting with the 2 of you grappled, but I realized that would be very unfair.
Well, thank you.
Instead, you're all reacting as they come alive.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. I will attempt to move away.
You will take 5 opportunity attacks.
That's... I mean, they're going to attack me anyway 5 times.
Correct.
But they'll probably get 10
If even
attacks
one of
then.
them hits you, you're probably going to get grappled and then held in place, negating your move and exposing you to a whole extra round of damage for little effect.
What would be... Okay, let's
Misty
try
Step.
this again. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get that one, so...
Oh, no!
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Misty Step is the premium, I'm getting screwed, I need to leave.
Yeah, I was thinking that as soon as this happened, I was like...
Dimension Door.
Yep.
Get a spell that allows you to switch places with another party member, leaving them to die.
That would be pretty mean. Oh, that's too big. I will, that would hurt way too many people.
Going Nova.
Cast Fireball
Yeah.
on yourself.
Yeah, kind of, but no.
That will be fine.
Do you have like Thunderwave or something? You might be able to push him back away from you.
I have similar. I don't think I have anything that can knock him back.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has
my AoE is too big for a lot of my stuff.
He's yet to learn the sacred spell Thunderstruck by the great wizard AC of DC.
I think. What? This is.
I'm here all week,
that's
guys.
too big
If you need cheap, shitty laughs.
I love it.
If I do a line attack at an angle, so if I do like, can you see that? Would it hit those? Would it hit those 3?
Correct.
Okay, I want to shoot lightning bolt at 4th level through those guys.
Let me double check that that's how it works, because
it's a dex. It's a deck. It says it's a 100-foot long, 5-foot wide in a direction I choose.
Yes,
and
it's just that different
save.
editions of DnD have where the line starts rules quite differently.
Yeah, no problem.
Whether it's at an angle or not, at a corner.
If not, I got something else I can do, so we're good.
Let's see here. Area of effect spells. Spells that create cones or areas of effects, blah, blah, blah. A line extends from its point of origin. A line's point of origin. Okay, you get to just pick the point of origin. So if the point of origin is yourself, you can hit all 3 of them.
Yep, so I will attempt to do that, so they have to roll a DC 14 dex save.
Yes. There's something you should know. They are very average.
That's what I was hoping for, considering their
rolls
furniture.
were not average.
Yeah, they were kind of good.
The one directly in front of you succumbs to your lightning blast. The other 2 are going to take half damage.
Okay, well, it's a good thing it's a decent amount of damage.
Oh,
so
yeah?
I will roll.
Prove it.
Yeah, I have to roll well first. I haven't been doing that.
It's slightly higher than average.
Not bad. That's a lot of 5s.
My question is your lightning bolt like Palpatine, like you're like and it arcs between all 3 of them, or is it literally you're just like pachow and it's literally like one brief flash of bzz.
I like the Palpatine. It arcs between them.
Oh, so you're going for the show, huh?
Yeah.
All right. He's quiet with the books,
19?
but then when it comes to the combat, he's exciting.
Yeah, Lyra looks impressed.
There's some lightning right there.
Why did you go so southern?
That's because I was working off that's the problem right there. I mean,
I was listening to someone last night that was speaking Japanese with a southern accent, and they were like, "Konnichiwa, Minasama, o genki desu ka?" And I fucking died inside. It's so good.
There's a Dark Souls streamer that sort of is able to speak Japanese with a southern accent. It's pretty funny.
You got any other tricks up your sleeve, Terrel? You still have a bonus action and a move.
That's just, well, I mean, if I move, I'm gonna get hit anyway, so that's what I got for now.
All right, the mimics begin the eating of Terrel. It's
gonna be great, guys.
It's gonna be bad. What's your armor class?
Terrible. It is 13.
It could be worse.
That's true. It could be worse.
Wow, you literally only get hit twice.
Wow, that was some
That's luck.
not great rolls.
The 2 bottom mimics are the ones that hit you. You are adhesed to both of them, so you're now grappled by both of them.
Sounds like a good time.
No comment? I mean, if that's what you're into. Listen, I've seen some weird anime premises, so you know,
Yeah.
I should say no judgment, but I actually do judge. That's
Likewise.
all right. You take 2d8 plus 6 damage.
I mean, sometimes judgment is more like a hobby. You just do it.
I've been accused before of prejudging people, which confuses me because I feel like if you're judging someone, you can't prejudge someone. It's just judgment. Period. End of story.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been accused of post-judging people, although again, I'm not really sure what that would be. All right, so you are grappled to the mimic and are unable to move away from it until you escape.
Excellent.
Should be noted that this doesn't go away when the mimic dies. You're still stuck to it when it's dead.
Okay.
The final mimic is going to make a run at Lyra because she's right nearby. So the entire table just... It's like Beauty and the Beast. It gets up on 2 legs and moves towards you, and then the table like tries to encompass you with its full tabliness.
Boom, 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 boom.
What's your armor class? Oh yeah, that's almost certainly gonna hit.
Yeah, that hits. My armor class is 16.
You are also adhered. The table is stuck to you. Take 9 points of damage. Oh, post judgment is when you have the juicy arguments. I believe, as conorhughes knows, that's called having the wit of the staircase in French.
Yes. Oh man, I love that phrase now, but also hate it because that's exactly what degree of wit I have.
Look, that
sadly,
it's part of French debate culture from like 17 and 1800s, where being logically correct or correct in any way was less important than being witty in the moment.
right?
It's true.
That still happens today.
It does.
That's their entire culture.
Wow. I mean, we have Wikipedia. We can literally look and Google. We can look up the answer to basically anything in mere moments. Lyra Fulbright.
I'm trying to get a radius circle.
Yeah. That
Dang it,
is
that's
a
not
radius circle, but it's not actually 10 feet. This is 10
No,
feet.
it's not. Oh, it's gone.
I don't know why you do that. Destroyed it. You're tearing apart the fellowship.
I'm so sorry.
Here's a 10-foot radius circle.
Oh, no,
Nope.
that's too...
Do whatever
Okay.
you want, Lyra.
If I put it right here,
Yes, you will catch all
I
of
can
them.
hit that last mimic
Yes,
down there? Okay.
you will hit 4 of them.
Then they need me to make a con save of 13.
What are you casting?
I'm casting Shatter.
Ah, yes.
So also doing my damage thing on it.
Isn't that what the shadow's
Wrath
for?
of the Storm.
Oh.
Okay, so unlike in Pathfinder, being grappled does not stop you from casting. Therefore, this happens. What's the save?
Con save 13. The ones that succeed take
All
20
of them but
damage.
the last one at the bottom.
Okay, the last one at the bottom takes 40 damage.
Connor, the
And the
one
other 3
next to
take
you
20.
explodes. His body literally falls apart, and little chunks of wood-like flesh land near you. It's super disgusting and weird.
Am I able to attempt to escape, or do I have to make an action for that?
You do have to make an action for it.
Okay, never mind then.
So, escaping from a mimic's grapple, you need to make a athletics or acrobatics check versus a certain DC, and that is an action, and you do it at disadvantage.
I will attempt that next time.
Okay. I'm going to leave one of these mimics on the board, dead, if only because it's still attached to Terrel.
Me.
And I'm going to demonstrate that it's dead by turning it sideways and giving it a skull. Ashe Heiral.
Mm-hmm.
The time of your conquering has come.
What's the snail?
It means that it's
Snail
grappled.
means it's
I'm
attached
grappled
to
with it.
Terrel.
Okay.
It's dead corpse physically on his body.
With the explosion, I think Ashe is thinking he's never going to look at the people who play set at the back of the palace the same.
Wow.
And then what is this thing again? Table or a chest or a sofa?
It's a sofa.
He's going to carve up this sofa.
I see.
Does 14 hit?
Does 14 hit? The answer to your question, conorhughes, is yes. Even your low-level basic bitch attacks still hit.
It does feel like that right now, but I'm saving. You know.
What do you have to say for it? This will probably be the last fight. There won't be any interruptions while you rest.
Right. Exactly.
You'll leave having accomplished nothing. Connor, I watched the show.
We're gonna push. We're gonna push.
Yeah, okay. Have
This
you
time.
ever been to a dungeon and gone more than 2 or 3 rooms without Mick?
No.
No.
Right.
Yeah, we did that one time that Shep died.
That was Mick.
That was Mick.
Oh, he was with
Mick-
us? No, because Shep died to the Hellhounds.
Oh, but that's literally in the room
Baldrick
directly
one?
next
That
to
was
you.
Yeah,
like 2 or 3
Baldrick.
rooms
All right,
in.
that was like 4
We had
rooms
went
in.
multiple rooms in, and then we panicked and left after a party.
I'll
round.
buy that. You did manage to make it 4 rooms in before
And that's
you
why
died.
we don't go more than 2 rooms, because we have trauma from Baldrick.
You
I mean,
still have-
either we're stupid for not heeding our experience, right? Or we're not brave. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna frame it in the worst way possible.
Exactly.
Anything else,
Choose to
Ash?
bravely walk away.
No, that's it.
Gizmo.
I'm going to cross. Wait, do I want to? I'm going to do arcane firebolt to the one that's next to Lyra.
Okay. No.
All right, and then
You're rolling very good
Ballista
damage.
to the same guy. Let me hold on before I do that. Oh wait, nope. All I got is a bonus action, so yep, definitely force ballista. Come on, button.
Yes.
All right.
Lyra, you hear a very dangerous thudding noise, and you feel a gentle tap against your brow. And when you turn your head, there's a crossbow bolt that has hit you at like half a mile an hour after passing through the full body of the mimic.
Dunk.
Watch your aim.
His aim seemed like it was spot on to me.
Yeah.
Incredible that he could hit her in the head on the other side of a table. He's so good. He's Rainbow Six Siege now.
He over. What's it called? Overshoot? Overshooting?
Over penetration.
Over penetration? Yeah, he over penetrated.
That's my turn.
Yep. Terrel, what do you got for me? You're being weighed down by at least one dead mimic.
Yep. I was going to. I'd probably hit her with it.
She's got a lot of hit points. Do it. Go ahead.
I do have a lot of hit points, just for the record.
I was going to also shatter, but she killed the one I was going to kill.
If you shatter in the same spot I shattered, then you can still hit those other 2 mimics.
Well, one of those is dead, but I can also shatter in a different spot and hit 3, but it also hit you. Yeah, I think I'll take the safer one and just hit the 2.
Okay.
So it'd be the same spot. So it would.
Good. I know where it is. What's the save?
14.
One
Wow.
saves. The other one's gonna go ahead and die. However, it's still attached to Lyra.
And it. Oh wait, are they made out of stone, crystal, or metal, or
Nope,
anything
they're
like
made
that?
out of
No?
flesh.
Flesh, wonderful. And
I know you wanted
half as
that
much, so I still
double
need
damage.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just they get disadvantage on the save,
Correct.
and then there's the damage.
Okay, so the second one is gonna take 9 points of damage. Okay, it's not looking so good. What else you got?
That's what I got. Because I'm attached to 2 of them anyway.
The 3 that are still alive next to Terrel are gonna attack him. The one that is already attached to him is gonna start biting. Actually, they're all gonna start biting.
Wait, what? Didn't one of those die?
Yes.
Oh, the one attached to her died.
There are still 3 mimics next to you.
Yeah.
Now that you're not going anywhere because your speed's 0, they're gonna start gnawing on you. Get that.
I just
delicious
confused
substance.
which one was dead. Was all.
What's your armor class?
2 of those definitely hit. It's 13, so I know for sure 2 of those hit. They all hit.
100% hit. Yep.
Yeah.
And in fact, the one that is grappling you gets advantage.
Cool.
Maybe hits a 20. Yeah.
Hey, John, I don't know if I told you this, but you should always have a backup character rolled and ready to go.
Oh, someone has messaged me to mention that grappling ends even if it's adhesive because the grappling condition says it ends. Therefore, only one of them is hanging on to you.
Okay. Well, thank you
So
for
I'm not
sending
grappled
chat.
anymore?
Correct.
Nice.
Look at that.
Chat's
That's the
the
power of
fifth player.
D&D streams. They're all looking out for you when they're not trying to actively screw you over.
I appreciate that, considering this is my first spellcasting class I'm playing.
Batman Wizard.
Batman Wizard, exactly.
No, that was actually the name of a Pathfinder wizard build. Batman Wizard. They had almost no offensive spells. It was like all glitter dust. Just 5 castings of glitter dust at level 2.
Oh my god.
You are going to take 3d8 plus 9 damage plus 3d8 acid. Do you have any resistance to acid?
No.
Alright, you start getting digested. Literally, your flesh is being torn off and eaten. And you can feel those dank digestive juices dripping all along your arms, your legs. 3d8. You take 35 damage.
Oh, well, I am down.
As you're being chewed on.
Yeah, as I'm being
collapse.
nibbled. Yeah.
The rest of you watch as the mimics, like, encapsulate him. So you can barely see his arms and legs. Alright. It's been a while. You death saving throw immediately. Nope, it's whenever you start your
Yeah,
turn.
I believe it's the next turn.
I hate to get this wrong.
Yeah.
Lyra Fulbright. Speaking of someone who isn't dead. What you got?
I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4.
Cast Shatter, killing him instantly. And
Yeah,
you have
that'd
to
be
spend a
great.
whole minute spending resurrection on him.
I'm
Revivify.
gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, interesting call. bringing life back to their. Listen, this is like you
No
go
sleeping
to
on
you
the
go to a
job.
buffet right before
Holy
it closes.
cow.
So he takes 31. He gets 31 hit points.
You went all in on that 4th level, huh? This is when you go to a buffet right before they close and they explain to you they're not going to refill the dishes, right? And so you clear out everything. But then, right as you're about to get up and leave, they refill the General Tso's chicken for you. And you're like, a whole second plate or 2 of that. I don't know that this situation's ever happened before. I'm making this description up as I go. But these guys get to digest Terrel a second time. He's filled with the delicious life juices that they like to savor. He's got organs and blood again.
I am not sure if I can bonus action to call my spiritual weapon or not, because Cure Wounds was a spell.
You can't.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's my
You can
turn.
only cast a cantrip as your bonus. At the beginning of the round, I remember that Connor asked if he could get what's the thing called? Inspiration. So I'm going to give the whole party inspiration.
Wow.
All you can add it to your character sheets.
Sweet.
That means at any time before a roll, you can turn it into an advantage roll. Ashe Heiral. Simping ain't easy. What are you going to do?
Let's check out the battle map. All right,
Yeah.
we're in this situation.
Yeah. It's a
Ashe.
situation for sure.
And which one is gnawing on?
The snail one.
Snail one is currently gnawing on. I just switched to Connor for the first time today. And I'm seeing the angry table. What I like is that you've added like a modern ketchup bottle to
No, that's
the
syrup.
mix.
It's syrup. He's got syrup and a
Is
pancake.
that like an egg omelet on the...
It's pancake and
It's a
butter.
pancake, of course it is.
I like the chest tongue.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I also have some sketches. Let's
Wow,
see.
I definitely feel a very strong Connor Hughes vibe coming from the monsters' faces.
I like
Yeah.
the chippy ashes.
Thank you.
I like this, the dishware and everything flying off the table as it runs.
Thank you. Yeah. No,
I feel
that's
like
pretty
this
Is
cool.
the
table's
butter
like-
flying off of the pancake?
Yes, it is.
It's my favorite part.
I'm an old-timey table gangster, see? Put up your dukes!
There's
Exactly.
totally like one of those old school maple syrup bottles too, spraying stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the Aunt Jemima shape, but
Yeah,
I forget exactly what it was like.
pretty much that.
Yeah, pretty much that. I think. Close.
Beyond drawing the situation, what are you going to do, Connor?
I'm
will
gonna
Ashe
lacerate this sofa again.
Wow, lacerations, huh? That's very specific.
Yep. Yeah. I'm painting a picture with my words here.
I
like a wa-
appreciate that as
like a
someone who paints
waterfall.
pictures with words. That reminds me, Connor, we should play Among Us sometime.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
How can I describe it? You are stuck on a spaceship with a number of other players, and you have to complete tasks in order to advance stages to survive. But one or more of the people are actually imposters whose job it is to kill or sabotage the crew.
Okay,
And
sure.
so every time you find a dead body or anytime you suspect that someone is an imposter, you press a button on the ship and it calls a meeting where you vote to see who you're going to throw into the lava or eject into deep space.
It's like Spy. back
So
in the
it's
day.
a game of deception where some of the Twitch streamers, they get called out and they're like, no, I swear it wasn't me. It was the person that called me out. They're the ones that did the killing.
I don't think I could.
And
I
they
don't think I could
convince
poker face
people.
that.
Yes,
I don't think-
I know. That's why I want to play with you.
Yeah. It's
I feel
on the
like
surface.
I could get away with this really easily, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, you could do well. I mean, you're able to sink yourself into characters like that very well, and like I'm totally surface. So I think I did exactly the same amount of damage I've been doing for 3 rounds, which
Yes,
is
you did your
13
third 21 damage.
and 8.
Now, it should be noted that medical journals describe a laceration as a wound produced by tearing soft bodily tissue that is irregular and jagged.
Right.
So that's what
maybe-
we get. Your sword is not a clean cut. Maybe the tip is turned slightly, and
Right.
it creates like a saw edge pattern as you cut through this sofa. And there's little, instead of like little sofa debris, like stuffed cotton or goose feather or something. It's like blood and organ meat. It's disgusting. So the sofa looks totally fine except for the gaping wound with blood coming out of it.
It's very dark. Very dark.
Yeah, mimics are great. We should do this more often. Every treasure chest is a mimic. I've wanted to do the entire room as a mimic for so long, and I managed to make it happen. It only took 7 years.
It was great.
That's a long range burn right there. Ash, you got anything else?
No, unfortunately, I'm just sort of the beat stick right now.
Gizmo Rumplestomp.
Isn't that dead? Is the sofa not dead?
Nope.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, he said it's a family of mimics. Maybe the sofa's like daddy mimic.
Daddy mimic. Mommy mimic.
Yep.
If
I
a daddy
just
were to
want
be a
to
mimic.
imagine a situation where the four of you are sitting in a tavern together and one of them goes, "So the sofa was the daddy, right?" And everyone in the area is just like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
I mean, if you're going to be a daddy and you're going to be a mimic, I think you're going to pick the sofa.
Well, Pondo's already confused about it. He walked in when I said that.
Perfect. Excellent.
Confusing Pondo is one of the goals.
Do like confusing Pondo.
I'm just trying to. I'm curious if I could drag in the 10-foot if it comes in small. Hey, it came in big. All right, so learning a lesson from my fellow spellcasters, I'm going to cast Shatter
Okay.
to hit those two. Con
Okay.
13 save.
Yes, they both pass. Give me that half damage.
All right. What is it? 3d8. Ugh. Crap.
So it's 4 damage to both of them.
All right, and then bonus action will be the Force Ballista.
Yeah.
The one that's next to Ashe and Terrel. Yeah. Let's see. Well, it's all right. Still better.
Yep. You're shooting the one that's currently eating Terrel?
Correct.
It is not dead. But Terrel, I want you to imagine that on your back, right to the left of your spine, your kidneys are currently being exposed to acid from being bitten on. And right at that time, you feel a slight nudging, like as a crossbow bolt that is slowed as it passes through the sofa. I don't want to say slams because it's too slow for that. It's like a nudge. Your kidney gets nudged and you're like, oh, it's so much worse than just being dissolved. Oh, they're getting it there, they're touching it.
Yeah.
The bear is much worse. The bear is much worse. Almost Heroes reference for anyone who's seen that movie?
I haven't. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's very funny. It's one of the last Chris Farley movies.
And that's my
Are
turn.
you drawing Terrell in the sofa?
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
Incredible. We have a very different idea what this sofa looks like, but I'll accept it.
This is a sofa that's easy to draw.
I was thinking of like a fainting
That's a love
couch.
seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
A fainting couch? Yeah, but then it doesn't have the big cushions.
It's fine. You listen, you're the artist. It's artistic interpretation.
Yes.
oh my god.
I love
what's
Terrell's face right now.
I mean, that's pretty accurate. That was before you bestowed life back into me, I'm sure. I've given up on life.
Terrell, it's
Yes.
not time to give up on life yet. You're still alive.
Okay, let me. Does
You're
this
at
count?
that part where you're so desperate to just respawn but one of your friends hits you with the shock paddles and you come back and you're like, oh, okay, all right, I'm standing up. But as that happens,
I feel like I just took 3 shots of 5-hour energy. That's what I feel like right now. Does this count as a line that can hit both of them?
I'll accept it.
Cool.
Lightning?
Lightning again.
Okay.
Only not as crazy. Slightly not as crazy.
I mean, it's so crazy that it'll work. One of the mimics gets Palpatine and melts into a pool of mimic on the floor, pseudopods and all. The other mimic is still alive, even after taking a full burst of your power.
Twice. Or no, I missed that one the first time. That's right.
Yep.
But yep.
Anything else?
That's what I got, unfortunately.
You know,
not a lot of bonus action spells.
it's a very specific phrase because I've heard, don't be fooled by the rocks that I've got. I'm still Jenny on the block. Oliqua in the house. All right, it's time to eat Terrel again.
Woohoo!
First one gets advantage, and the second one is just doing a hit. So I'm going to roll 3 dice, and the last one is number 2 guy. So it hits. Yep. You're taking 2d8 plus 6 plus 2d8.
Okay.
I would not say VTubers are untapped. They're tapping VTubers as hard as they can. Take 20 points of damage. You're not back down yet.
Nope.
But it's a rough time for you.
It didn't tickle.
You do, I mean, you're getting that feeling that I want you to imagine like when a cat bites your finger and you're like, no, oh, bad cat. But instead, it's your entire forearm and the biting is like teeth the size of your thumb.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you're imagining it now. I want you to get in the game. It's like EA. Get in the game. Lyra Fulbright.
I want to cast Guiding Bolt on this one
I see.
and try and get him out of its mouth.
Yeah.
Did a 20 hit?
You're at disadvantage because you're firing a spell at a creature you're located directly next to.
Oh, can I take a step back?
You can, but that will invite you to take a opportunity
That's
attack.
right.
You can either roll again.
Wait.
I love the look of it.
No, never mind. That doesn't work. I was like, I've got Warcaster, but that just for I can use it on opportunity.
It's a rough drawing, but it gets the idea across.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. I'll do a disadvantage. That's not bad.
Okay.
$19.
Still hit.
Nice.
22 radiant damage.
Jeez.
It's super duper dead. And Terrel, you're no longer being weighted down to the ground. Well, I mean, you're still weighted by gravity, but not like mimic gravity, just regular gravity.
Yeah, I've fallen out of the couch as it disintegrates.
It doesn't disintegrate. It kind of goops around you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Morpheus
It's
puddle of stuff.
yeah. Yeah. It's warm and fleshy and it's bleeding everywhere.
have you seen Galaxy Quest where the pig turns
Yes.
inside out and explodes?
Yeah.
That's what the image I have.
Have I seen Galaxy Quest by Grabthaw's hammer? What a
shall avenge you.
savings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast the spell. I just want to move up here and see if maybe the mimic will eat me instead.
Oh, you want to intentionally? I see. Ashe Heiral. You watch as Lyra taunts a mimic.
How did she do that?
I don't know. She just moves up there.
I kick it. I don't know.
Just for chat's sake, I fucking hate virtual YouTubers. There's really only one good one.
Not exactly what you guys
What
mean by
is this
virtual
mimic?
YouTuber.
I think this mimic is a chair.
A chair? Okay, so then Ashe is gonna run over and then like kind of like do that thing where you climb on the seat and then kick over the like the leg.
You're gonna intentionally. I want to remind you that mimics are
You're gonna do the
adhesive.
walkover.
Oh, they are.
Yes.
Well,
if you do this on purpose, you're just gonna be stuck to the mimic.
Okay. Well,
You're gonna be like, all right, I got a foot on the mimic. Oh no, I'm stuck to the mimic.
you're not even gonna do this for the lulz. Okay, fine.
No, listen. The lulls still include the lore of the monster, which say that its entire body is an adhesive.
What if you like go to do that, but instead of kicking it, you like shove your sword into it and launch yourself over with it?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna do
Javelin bolted.
Mm-hmm. No, I
Javelin
think you should do
bolted.
some Castlevania shit. Jump while rolling up into a ball, but hold your sword out so
Right.
that you do a 360
Like a
sword swipe. Yeah.
I guess I'll do
So
the
tell
head
me
jump
what you
thing.
do, Conorhughes. I'll tell you what happens as a result. Tell me about how you
Yeah,
step
Ash is
on this
gonna run
mimic.
over, leap into the air, and yeah, just gonna like jab into the mimic and sort of like flip over like that.
Oh, well, give me an acrobatics check.
Or
When you fail
sure.
this, you're gonna fall right onto the mimic.
Damn it!
Wow, you failed it so badly. Oh my
Yeah.
god. You're literally the paladin of actually doing this correctly. Nope.
Not acrobatics, man. If it was
my
athletics,
Yeah.
Inspiration. Inspiration.
You have to call it before.
and I already rolled twice. It's a 5.
Also, you rolled bad both times.
Yeah.
If it is a athletics check, it's a +6.
No, you're stuck to the mimic.
All right, no problem. And as
You
I'm
go
stuck,
for a majestic leap and downward sorting, and your leg, the tip of your plate mail's boots hit the arm, and your whole body pivot swings until you're physically attached to the mimic like this. You're draped over the edge of the mimic, and it's just your neck against the ground, like being pushed against it as the mimic chair moves back and forth and you're being dragged along.
Still getting used to this armor.
That was almost cool.
Yeah, close. Pretty gnarly, almost.
Would you like to attack from this position? I'll
Yes,
give you
of course.
disadvantage.
What? Okay.
You literally fell onto a chair.
Nice.
Hell yeah. So that's
A 9 will not hit.
what is this critical? What
A
is it
26
automatic-
will hit, however. So
21.
Yeah, he already rolled
did you
twice.
Did you
so-
critical?
You crit on
Oh no, you
19s?
didn't crit the 21. All right.
I'm not critting on 19s right now.
You hit for 9 points of damage.
I haven't activated legendary strike.
Gizmo Rumplestomp. You watch as Ashe begins running. It looks majestic. You're pretty sure he's about to make a leap right past Terrel, right over this chair. And then he clips the chair, falls across the chair, and now he's desperately trying to stab towards his butt with a sword, but he can't turn around and look because his head is being dragged along the side of the chair.
He's very sticky.
Wonderful.
He's very sticky.
Is a diagonal move just 5?
Yep.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Everyone knows diagonal is the most efficient way to move.
Arcane. So the arcane.
It's called
attack.
the hypotenuse. Yo.
Oh, come on. All right. And then we got 1, 2, 3 is his move, and he'll do the Force Ballista.
This is where you not one and hit Ashe.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
At least there's a little bit of damage.
Terrel, this chair is looking rough, but it is, however, absolutely embarrassing. Ashe Heiral.
Now,
Prince.
if it's grappling someone, does it still get an attack of opportunity
Yes.
and grapple you too?
Yes.
Oh,
It can
that's
grapple
terrible.
multiple creatures.
It's very sticky, as you
That's-
may have heard from somebody.
Terrible. Okay.
It doesn't need arms to grapple because if it's adhesive quality. Normally you have to have a
Right.
hand free to grapple.
Right. Well, that changes what I can do now because I will get disadvantage on that.
Magic missile.
Yeah, that. So I don't hit Ashe.
The
I'll.
mimic cast shield. Your magic missile deflects. I did that to a player once in a paid game, and they lost their minds. They were like, "You can't just cast shield." And I was like, "First level spell. Everyone has it."
Everyone has it. Yeah. Start off.
Is it a reaction spell? Is that what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gives you +5 AC, and it deflects magic missile spells.
Really?
What level are you casting magic missile at?
2.
Interesting. Roll your damage. Better hope it's enough to kill this thing. It is not even close.
Well, it's 3 plus 2, so it's 5 damage.
Yes,
Ba-boom.
that's correct. Still not close.
Ba-boom.
Ashe Heiral, your new armor is melting as the acid begins to
Wait. Magic missiles. Doesn't he get 3 missiles at level 1, and then if he casted it at level 2,
No,
he gets...
that's the fancy one. That
okay.
does damage to you if you nat 1.
No, he's right. That's how magic missile works. You're talking about Jim Dark Magic's magic missile?
So
Yeah.
I actually have
Yes,
another
you
one
have
then.
2 more missiles. So it creates 3 at the start, and then each extra spell will give you
So
+1.
4 more damage.
Still not enough.
That's terrible roll.
I see a whole lot of 1s in there.
Yeah.
And a
That's
2.
Yeah.
Ashe, your armor is being eaten through both by physical bludgeoning and also by acid. What's your armor class?
Let me check.
Never mind.
21.
You're good.
21.
oh yeah, 3 plus
Lyra
yeah,
Fulbright.
4.
So I
This
can
monster
cast
is gnawing on Ashe's plate mail and nothing happens.
So I can cast a spell as an action and a spell as a bonus action as long as one of those is a
Is a
cantrip.
cantrip, correct.
Okay, then I want to cast Spiritual Weapon right here
Yeah,
and try to stab it.
sure.
Or the cantrip has to be a bonus action in order to do that, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Oh, never mind.
clarifying.
This Spiritual Weapon's the
What a
bonus
narc.
action.
I'm
He
just
almost- he almost
making
got away with
sure.
it.
That's what I was checking on. I don't have any that are actually
Yeah. 'cause
access
I'm
to
like,
any
eh.
that are bonus
Healing
actions,
word.
cantrips. That's not a cantrip.
But
Healing.
it is
One
a
of the
bonus
healings.
action, so you can
But so
attack
is
with a cantrip, and then your healing word is a bonus action.
but that's what I just asked. Because Spiritual Weapon is a bonus action.
Yes.
So I can cast that and then a cantrip. That's an
Yes.
action. Okay.
I think the problem is that the belief was that spiritual weapon was an attack, not a bonus action.
It is a bonus action.
I didn't weigh in because I was still looking things up.
I just got confused.
Oh wow, Ashe looks terrible in this picture. It's so good.
Wait to see
It's a
what I'm
scene. It's a scene that looks very familiar.
Did the 19 hit? Oh, the Spiritual Weapon's over here.
19 does. We just lost our guy.
Spiritual Weapon. Oh.
Yep. Did somebody
Oh, no.
see on Discord if he dropped or something?
Yep.
Oh.
It only does 5 force damage.
That is enough.
And then I want to cast Guidance on Ashe to try and help him get out of that.
Nope, it's dead.
Oh, it's dead?
Yes. You cast guidance on Ashe, but there's no purpose. It's already
Oh,
dead.
fair enough.
Its entire body goops around Ashe in the process.
I use the guidance to like elegantly and nobly return back to my feet to try and recompose myself. Is that a thing?
Absolutely. Make a persuasion check. You need to beat a 13. Yeah.
Wow.
Like a good prince, you rise from the ground looking majestic. I assume that there's like the sword in the ground as you rise up out of it. You know, goop dripping off of you. You get a very I meant to do that kind of feel.
Mm-hmm.
He's back.
Yeah, Rob's coming back.
Fantastic.
I guess in the meantime, Ashe will sort of be poking around inside the mimic to see inside the chest mimic, to see if there's anything in there.
The irony is that the chest mimic has nothing, but several of the other mimics have undigested goods inside them.
Okay.
Should have known not to
heart
trust a couch that fancy.
Right. So what Ashe is poking around the sword inside the guts of the other ones. What does he hit that's hard? Or otherwise not flesh-like?
Can you make a investigation check for me?
Oh, I'm great at these. Yeah, sure.
Actually, it'll be survival because you're disemboweling creatures.
I'll disembowel creatures. Oh, he's already rolled
7. You find some stuff.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing stopping you.
Can I disembowel some creatures?
I mean, Ashe looks like he's doing it pretty terribly, but...
Yeah, I don't trust what Ashe does when he does this kind of stuff.
Okay, I'll let you make a roll as well at disadvantage because he's already kind of gotten in there and
That's fair.
done some imbalancing.
Oh, wait, only rolled it once. Hold on.
Okay, a 7 and a 9. You cut
17.
out 100 gold pieces.
All right.
Ashe, you've kind of made a mess of these creatures.
Yeah, so you could see that there was some other stuff inside them, but it all got dissolved in their internal acid before you could get to it.
What else do you think was going to be in there? Just a pile of guts?
Look, you knock something into its acid. It's dissolving right in front of our eyes.
I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I mean, I was looking to see what was inside.
100 gold. It's a good find.
Yeah, there you go. See? Keep on the positive.
100 gold is nice.
How you feeling, Terrell? That looked pretty harsh on you.
Yeah, was not very fun. Despite the map saying I have full health, I definitely don't.
Do you remember when I told you you should stay near me?
Yeah.
You didn't do that.
No, I didn't. You would be far wiser than I am in combat.
I know that.
Well, this is sort of par for the course on this island, Terrell. So this hopefully gives you an idea about what kind of interactions we have around here, especially in this prison
Yeah.
of Elberod King.
I don't like this place.
I can see why.
Awesome. Let's hit up another room.
It's hot. There's sand. It gets everywhere.
Okay, Anakin, calm down. You realize all 3 movies could have been diverted if Queen Amidala had just used any amount of the goods she had on her ship to buy Shmi Skywalker as a slave.
Yeah.
She's literally wearing like $1 million in jewelry, and her ship is covered in cultural artifacts. And they're like, I don't know, we don't have any money. For some reason, the US dollar doesn't work here for no really explained reason.
Plot is a thing that needs to be worked into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I don't do enough plot armoring and plot railing, and then players just end up confused and wandering around.
And going into the place with the sign that says...
Don't worry, it's not just you guys, it's everybody, really. I need to provide bright signs that say, go this way. Or don't go this way.
Yeah, it would seem if you put a do not enter sign, they will enter.
Yeah.
Ash looks around.
That did happen.
Ash will look around for a bright sign pointing the direction that they should go next.
The only door you haven't gone through is in the lower left-hand corner.
We have ventured into that door once.
That's where Baldrick died.
And where the glaive was when last we were here.
You're correct, insofar as that is the location of the Hellhound attack.
So Gizmo will look at Terrell and say, Terrell, this time, hang back.
Yep.
Like way back.
Working, yeah, absolutely.
How are
You
you
need,
feeling right now?
Still not good, but I mean, we'll be fine.
How does he look, like, health-wise? Can I see?
I've like a quarter of my health.
He looks pretty bad. He's actively got blood all over him.
Where? What kind of wounds are you having?
Bad wounds.
I got some holes in my arm, some acid in the holes in my arm.
There's some chewing marks, partial digestion.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on him at level 1.
Before you do that, Ash might do some healing hands on him. So
I don't know if it's appropriate to get handsy with other members of your...
it's purely in the safest of
Depends where he
Do
grabs
you
it.
tell? Do you tell me it happens before you do that?
Yeah, I say. Well, I mean, say let me try and help, and then I'm gonna two hands. They glow. Divine light emanates from Ash's eyes as as you feel really a lot better for 8 points of health.
Ooh, it is actually a lot better. Well, comparatively.
Does he still look pretty rough?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Gizmo used to have cure wounds back when he was a gnome.
I give him 10 hit points.
Thank you very much.
Purposely slightly more than Ashe.
I feel like there's competition.
Ash is blissfully unaware. He's unaware. He's walking towards the next door. As I guess Lyra gives him this dirty look, like.
That's funny.
Don't let me speak for you though.
I was joking, but now I like it, so.
Okay.
Would you like me to open the door for you? With mage hand, of course. I'm not going to walk up to it.
I think
I was
this
a
one's
little
still
concerned
open.
when you said that.
AP, is this door destroyed or open?
It is not destroyed.
Okay.
There is a bone door that has clearly been hastily constructed that is in place. It appears to not have a lock.
All right. Try your mage hand.
Okay, my mage hand. It open.
Are you guys sure it's a great idea to continue when a lot of us are like wounded or low on spells?
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
You're not okay.
The door
I will be fine.
creaks open. You can see that on the floor, written in blood, it reads, "Save yourself. Baldrick fell here."
Hey, who wrote that? Interesting. The Shrine of Baldrick. Shrine to Baldrick.
Who wrote it? Indeed, I wonder. I mean, I suppose anyone in this dungeon for the last few weeks has probably known of Baldrick's of our names. Does the site seem like, well, unholy, profane?
Kind of looks like a message written in blood.
Yeah, but there's messages written in blood, like a normal rest, and then there's like profane.
Describe a normal written in blood message.
Is this message look old?
Yes, it definitely has been cooking for a week or two.
Can I try and figure out if Baldrick actually wrote it? Is there something I can roll for that?
I mean, Baldrick is dead, so...
Did he write it while he was dying?
No.
Okay.
So, shall we do the same pattern as last time? Force Ballista first.
If you think it's working, Gizmo, you take the lead.
So far, it's working, right? All
Just
right,
don't touch
so-
any chests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And certainly, well, Terrel, you just stand back from that one.
Oh, yeah.
But watch behind us so that we don't get snuck up on.
Yeah, it's very important. You keep an eye on the back.
So I'm going to tell you what happens, because the Force Ballista doesn't have any intelligence, right? It's literally just a thing here.
Yeah, it's just an
rolling out of the bait.
automaton, yeah.
Okay, so Gizmo, you weren't there for it. Ashe and Lyra, however, you recognize some familiar sounds and faces as a pack of hellhounds comes running around the corner.
Oh, Jesus.
And sprays down the Ballista and Gizmo with a triple wave of fire.
Deja vu.
While they're
roll
doing
for
that, can I
initiative.
cast something? No.
You can cast initiative roll.
Yes.
Where did my character sheet go?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't click to my token.
Wow, my initiatives are on fire tonight.
That was the nicest initiative I've ever rolled, and I'm still going close to last.
Is that really a 14?
Why is it still doing that? Yeah, it's it should be a 14 for mine too. I don't know why it's
Ashe.
doing that.
The fires of hell are about to be unleashed. You're reacting in slow motion before they get there. What do you want to do?
Could you just refresh me on, does protect against evil and good work against these guys?
Yes.
It does. Okay.
Yep.
And I don't think I have it. Did I cast it last time?
You've cast it. When did you cast it? You've casted it, but I don't know exactly when you did. You might have been in this dungeon when you casted it. Anyone else
I mean,
remember?
if you cast it, you've almost certainly lost it at this point from taking
Okay.
damage several times.
Keep in mind that it's not going to give them disadvantage on their area of effect attack.
Okay,
It
is that
will
what
give
it
them
is?
disadvantage on their murder or gizmo attack, though. When they eat him.
Come on, they should go for the Force Ballista.
I think he said he was going for both of you.
Yeah, I know. The cone attack gets both.
Hashtag crispy pup.
I'm going to cast... So I take for a second. Yeah, enhance ability?
Okay. Whose ability are you enhancing? And
My own?
what are you enhancing?
Cat's Grace?
Your dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Why are you smiling about that?
it's probably a stupid move. Okay. And I'm gonna... Gizmo, you're right there, huh? You're gonna... Okay. Yeah, Ashe will stand...
So
Here.
Ashe sees the hellhounds come and he leaps backwards? Let me ask you a question, Ashe. Do you believe that these are an enemy that need to be defeated at any cost?
I didn't actually step backwards. I'm standing here.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I think these hellhounds do need to be defeated at any cost.
Okay.
I will go on record in saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stand here, and I think that's about my turn, right? Yeah. Okay.
Crispy pup goes. I need you and your little dog, Gizmo, to make dexterity throws, 3 of them.
Okay,
He's going after.
I'm doing my reaction spell, Absorb Elements.
Interesting. Tell me
That's a
more
good
about
call.
this.
Yeah, so let's see. This is... Spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, I deal that 1d6 damage.
Cool.
But we know that's not going to...
All right. You still need to
affect
make the
these guys.
saving throws for both of you.
Okay. Dex.
You're probably going to save yourself from dying with that resistance to fire. Is this for you or is this for the ballista?
Me, I'm doing
Okay.
me first. So I have to do
Yep.
me 3 times.
Correct.
Here comes 2 and 3.
Okay,
And
you save on all
now-
3.
The ballista, I think I'm just going to roll d20, but I think, what is that? I don't remember. Well, it doesn't matter. Ballista lost anyway. You failed.
He still needs to roll 2 more times.
Sorry. All right.
Good. I wanted to show you, John. This is the last time we encountered some hellhounds.
Oh my.
It went horribly. People
Yeah.
died.
Don't forget Crispy Pup at the bottom.
Right, crispy pup at the bottom. This is the hell.
That's a door. It looks like a Neopet.
Okay.
That's adorable.
Wangledorf. Who is that again?
It's the name
That's
of a
the
demon
name of
god.
the demon, yeah.
Okay, the Force Ballista takes 48 plus 9,
okay.
so
It's
it takes 57 damage.
It's completely obliterated.
You use your bait Force Ballista to eat a wave of fire attacks, preventing Gizmo, Ashe, and Lyra from taking the full damage. Gizmo, you yourself take 1/4 of all damage. So I'm going to cheat and use a calculator rather than math because I'm not good at math anymore. You take 17 points of damage.
All right.
So where once Baldrick would have instantly died, and in fact it would have nearly killed Gizmo, instead it's just like a 2nd degree burn. You know, you're just like, ow, ow.
I definitely scream much louder for a 2nd degree burn, but
And I'm sorry, how much damage?
17.
Thank you.
Then they move forward to surround Gizmo. Lyra.
Just gonna get
Oh,
a
Lyra,
circle.
you're having flashbacks of the last time you watched someone in that door
Oh, I know.
take a enormous flamethrower blast.
I'm shattering right there.
Okay.
If they have to make a con save of 13, I'll take 40 damage.
Sounds pretty good. So's their luck. Okay, how much damage?
40, 20 if they save.
You're using your lightning powered.
Yeah, my
use?
my last lightning power use.
Okay, so the middle one takes 40. That dog is doing that thing where dogs whine when they've been told that they've done something bad. Anything else?
That's all.
Terrel, you're watching as Ashe and Lyra suddenly start sweating and jump to an incredibly high level of alertness, but for you it's just like, oh, there's 3 dogs and they're like half dead now.
Yeah.
Not nearly as bad.
I'm gonna hold up the book.
Yeah.
And
The
I'm
book
gonna,
is like, is it time?
It is time, and I'm gonna cast an icy ball of
Casting fireball,
it's-
but you're swapping fire damage.
not fireball that kill
Flaming sphere?
other people. Flaming sphere, but ice.
Okay, so I want you to imagine that when you edit magic, it's something like you see the magic words that you're saying appear in front of you, and then like the words are all in green, and then like one of the words goes red and disappears, and like another word in green appears. Your book is live injecting Python scripts into your magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right behind the middle one.
Okay, we'll just remember that's there. They all take damage at the start of their turn.
I believe that is how it works.
Gizmo. A giant ball of fire appears behind the Hellhounds. That appears
Well, it's
to be
ice,
made.
though.
No, the ball. The
Yeah.
ball looks like it's made out of fire, but you can feel radiating off of it snowflakes and like coolness. But it looks like the sun. It's bizarre. You can see a sort of icy moisture sheen starting to appear on the ground beneath it. You're muted. Is this Terrel looking like Hojo from Final Fantasy VII?
yeah. Yeah. I was also thinking Otacon a little bit.
Otacon,
Otacon.
Okay.
you're that ninja. Metal Gear.
Is there one that looks more damaged?
Yes, the middle one looks like it's nearly dead.
All right, so I'll pop a shot off at that one.
Vengeance for Baldrick. Do you have crossbow or
Yes.
okay.
I know what you're asking, and I do.
Okay.
Weapons. So I'm gonna do. That's all I can do. I have something. Oh, hold on just a second. Give me that. we're trying to open up a water bottle that's being very stubborn. Okay.
This break brought to you by
Sorry.
the letter L.
Okay, so I'll do the only thing I've got really. So the spring lock to the one in the middle.
Yep. Yes. It dies.
All right, and then I'm going to disengage. And sorry, but I got to get out of the way. So that's 5, 10, 15,
Oh, you're
20,
disengaged. Yep.
25.
All right.
Yeah, I
Ash, you're
disengaged.
now vulnerable. Your precious flesh is now available for attack.
Right where I always am.
Ashe
For
Heiral.
Baldrick, Ash screams out as he darts.
Ash begins darting forward, screaming Baldrick, and as he begins moving his mini, we go to the break as we cliffhanger. The
Hey, does
middle
Ash
of
still
this
have
fight.
guidance, by the way?
Let's say no, because he spent some time disemboweling mimics.
That's fair.
Playing with the fleshy bits.
Well, when you listen, it sounds really weird when you call it that. I want to be clear
I'm the
about
weird
that.
one. I'm the weird one. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would have
called you
to
out
agree
for it
on that one.
immediately. We'll be back for the second half in about 8 minutes, where we'll find out the heroism of Ashe Heiral, whether or not he Baldricks himself, or whether he can rise to the legacy that the gods, I guess, gave him. He thinks,
As far as he knows.
as far as he knows. He believes it.